Good hello. Good.
Good hello.
Good hello.
That's how we started?
I think I was going to go into like a Robin Williams, good morning Vietnam, but instead I want to be like, hello, beautiful people.
God. Yeah, so I know you guys might have not listened to the first podcast, so if you didn't, don't worry about it. You can click on it, so we won't spare you the intricacies. We're going to hop right into this week's episode, which is theme days. Dustin, what the hell are theme days?
Theme days. So you're a loan officer. You're running your book of business, right? Because when you're a loan officer, unless you work for a big bank, you are Coleman LLC.
Okay.
Yes, you maybe work for companies like Prime or Guild or Academy or Waterstone, but at the end of the day, you work for yourself. It's your book of business, and that book of business is going to follow you regardless of who you work with, right? I always tell our loan officers here at Waterstone, it doesn't matter what the name is on top of the building if you're doing everything right? Meaning, if the proverbial shit ever hit the fan and somebody had to go originate loans for a different company, if everything they're doing is in line and it's consistent, it's going to follow them regardless of the name on their business card.
Okay.
Right? So theme days. There are how many days in a work week?
That would be 7 for, depending where you work.
Yeah. Let's go with 5.
Okay,
Let's go with 5.
Five.
Right. If you're a loan officer, it very well could be 7. If I was coaching you, I'd be like, hey, let's figure out a way for it not to be 7. For so many people, it is that way, but 5, right?
Okay, 5.
And those 5 days typically start on a Monday, then on a Friday. So if we're doing theme days, this means every single day you know when you wake up what you're doing that day because you have a theme for the day. So Monday, when you wake up Monday, you're going to call a set group of referral partners, typically realtors, sometimes builders, and your number may be 20, it may be 40, or it may be 60. It's one of those things, the more you call, the more you'll close, okay? So you're going to roll in the office, and you're not going to do this at 11 a.m. or 2 o'clock or, I'll get to it after X. No. This is your top priority of the day. So Monday's theme, if you're taking notes, write this down. Monday's theme, call 40 realtors.
Call 40 realtors.
Yep, call 40 realtors. Now, by the way, none of this is new. None of this is like, Coleman and Dio put this together and they're geniuses. No. This is all swipe and adapt. I can't remember if it was a Mortgage Marketing Animals weekend retreat, a core event, if it was Todd Duncan or, heck, Kai McBride who told me about theme days. But theme days are universally followed by loan officers throughout our industry. And this can, by the way, resonate. Realtors can do theme days. Life insurance salespeople can probably do theme days. Homeowners insurance salespeople can do theme days. Financial advisors can do theme days, right? It's going to resonate throughout. Heck, if you're a stay-at-home person, you can do theme days, right? Monday's trash day. Tuesday's laundry day. It's just a way to organizing your week to make sure that you're always productive. So as a loan originator, you need to work some kind of a set schedule. You come in the morning, you leave in the evening. But it doesn't matter if you come in at 7:30 or you come in at 10:30. It doesn't matter that you leave at 4 p.m. or leave at 8 p.m. But what matters on these theme days is that's your number one priority because this is your money-making activity. Okay. So Monday's theme day is call realtors. Okay. Now, you're not just calling any realtor, though. Right? This isn't just, no, these are realtors that already know you. You know them. They know you. You probably have worked together in the past. And guess what you say? You say, hi, it's Coleman. How you doing today? Hey, I'm just checking in. And you have one of 3 things that you're going to ask of these realtors. You're either going to ask them for a referral, right? Coleman, how was your weekend?
Not bad. How about yours?
Oh, it was pretty good. Wife and kids and I went boating. Hey, were you working or playing this weekend?
A little bit of both, man, but I can't complain.
All right, cool. Hey, man, I am scheduling out my week. Now, I just want to know, did you meet anyone over the weekend that needs my help?
Actually, it's funny you say that. One of my cousins was talking about moving and relocating, so yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind. Can I have your cousin's name and number, right? Like it's that type of phone call, right? It's direct, it's to the point, don't beat around the bush. So you're either going to call because you have, you're asking for something, you're asking for a referral, or maybe you have an event, right? Ring, ring, ring. I call up Coleman. Hey, Coleman, how you doing today?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Fantastic. Hey, listen, we're having this phenomenal lunch and learn at the office tomorrow. I'm bringing in one of the hottest internet marketing generating gurus who's going to teach you how you can close 10 more transactions this year just by using Instagram. We're having it catered by Four Rivers, some of the best barbecue in Orlando. Hey, man, you want to join us?
Yeah, you did say Four Rivers was going to be served. Is that correct?
I did say 4R, yep.
Okay, then yeah, I'll be there.
Beautiful, right? So that's another reason why I'd call you on this theme day. And then the third would be to ask for you to meet with me, right? That's it. Hey, John, it's been a while. Let's grab coffee. Hey, John, it's been a while. Let's grab lunch, right? So you're either going to ask for a referral, you're going to invite to an event, or you're going to ask for a one-on-one,
Gotcha.
a face-to-face. So that's Monday. Monday's theme is call 40 realtors, or call 20 if you want to. Call 60. You know, a buddy of mine in the industry, if you can't call 20, how many should you call?
5.
Yeah. Or 2, or 12. Just because you can't do 20, 40, or 60, whatever your goal is, don't fall into the all or nothing trap. The all or nothing trap is, well, shit, I can't get 20 done, so I'll do none. Oh. Right? Like, no, do something, right? Something is better than a whole lot of nothing. All right, so Tuesdays, right? Second day of the week. Tuesdays, we here at Waterstone, we buy into Tuesday equals Tuesday status updates, right? What's a status update? Well, most of us loan officers, assuming we're successful, we have a pipeline. And in that pipeline, there are borrowers who are buying homes, and the people representing the home buyer, realtors, they want to be updated. So every single Tuesday when you come in, again, first thing you do, just like the first thing you should have done Monday, it wasn't return voicemails. It wasn't catch up with your buddies about their weekend. It wasn't check fantasy football. The first thing you should have done was make your 20 or your 40 or your 3 or your 60 realtor calls. Make that your priority because that is your money-making activity. Plus, once it's done, you've won. You've won the day. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on Tuesday. Tuesday, you're going to roll in. You're going to do your Tuesday status update calls. You're going to call the buyer. You're going to call the buyer's agent. You're going to call the listing agent at a minimum, proactively, and you're going to give them an update. Right? That's it. Now, you may want to know, what if they don't pick up? Don't give them the update. This is a sales call. We call them Tuesday status updates, but it's a sales call. You want to get your home buyer on the phone because you want to ask, hey, how's my team doing? Is there anything we can be doing better? More importantly, hey, John, who do you know right now that's looking to do what you're doing? You're buying your first house. You have to have friends, family, coworkers that are looking to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. Is my team performing well for you? You're probably going to tell me yes. Okay. Hey, who do you know that I can help just like we're helping you? Right? That's the purpose of this Tuesday status update call. It's a sales call. Same thing goes with the listing agent. Right? You're calling the listing agent. I don't want you calling the listing agent saying, hey, Mary, I just want to let you know that the appraisal's in, everything looks good, and we're submitting the file for our clear to close. Right? If Mary doesn't pick up, you're like, hey, Mary, this is Coleman over at Waterstone. I need you to call me back about 123 Main Street. Click. Mary's going to call you back because Mary's probably thinking, oh, crap, did the appraisal come in low? Oh, my God, what's wrong? Right? That's how we naturally as humans, that's how our minds are geared.
Gotcha.
No, you want to get Mary on the phone. Hey, just want to let you know everything's going great. We'll probably even be clear to close a little bit early on this file. Hey, by the way, how's my team doing? Do you like working with us? Would you like to work with us some more? Because if we'd like to work with you some more, let's meet and talk about it. Right? It's a sales call. Finally, same thing goes for the buyer's agent. Right? You're calling the buyer's agent just like you called the listing agent. But the buyer's agent, typically they would have referred you the buyer. But you're just calling them, and this may be the 15th transaction you guys have had together in the past 2 years. But same exact thing. Don't leave a voicemail. Get the buyer's agent on the phone because what you want to know from the buyer's agent is either A, who else had they gone out to find that's looking to buy a house that needs your financing, or that needs your help for financing. Or, how about this? What other realtors in their office could they refer you to? Right? Hey, Coleman, man, who's the rising star in your office? Man, I love working with you. You have to know a couple people who are just like you that I would jive with, right? So Tuesday status update calls. That is day 2 of the theme days. Now we're going to get to Wednesday. If you can win, I mean like dominate, like without fail, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're already going to be better than 10% of the loan originators throughout the U.S. Because I guarantee you 10% don't win and dominate Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday, call your past clients. And there are other companies, and there's fantastic coaching programs that will give you ideas on how to call them and what to say. One I've heard is look at the alphabet. Right, there's 52 weeks in the year. Right, there's how many letters in the alphabet? Like 26, I think.
Approved.
Approved. Yeah. Fact check, please. So if you called the first week of January, anyone whose last name was A, then and second week, anyone whose last name was B, you'd end up calling your entire past client database twice a year. Here personally, I like to call them during their anniversary month. So I don't care if you bought a house 7 years ago or 7 months ago. I guess 7 months ago you wouldn't have an anniversary. So somewhere between 1 to 8, 9 years. And we're calling, and depending on where you are in the sales cycle, we're either calling and it's been too long. We're like, hey, John, it's Dustin over at Waterstone Mortgage. You probably don't know me because I probably didn't do the best job of staying in front of you. But we're updating our records. Do you still own that home on 123 Main Street? Right? That's my script going into it. Now, ultimately, it's a sales call. That person, I want to figure out, is their current mortgage the best mortgage? Are they possibly handcuffed with some really bad negative debt like credit card debt? Are they sitting on piles of cash in terms of equity? Could a cash out refi work for them? Maybe they're getting divorced. Maybe they have to sell and buy again or downsize, right? There's so many different things that I can get out of them through conversation, but I first have to pick up the phone and call. So Wednesdays, theme days, call past clients. Another scripts for you guys to use. If it was someone who closed within the past year or 3, it's the easiest call because they still do know you, right? They still remember you. So you're picking up the phone and you're saying, hey, John, man, congratulations. I can't believe it's been a year since you bought your house. I can't believe it's already been 3 years. Man, do you still love the home? Is it still working for you? Right? That's it. That's the reason why you're reaching out. Get them talking, right? Ask them simple, open-ended questions like that. Do you still love your house? Do you still love your neighborhood? Hey, do you have any questions about your mortgage? Or did you know that just like with auto insurance, your mortgage is something that needs to be shopped on an annual basis? Because the best mortgage for you 2 years ago might not be the best mortgage for you today. Like what if 2 years ago your credit score was 620 and you only had 3.5% to put down? But today your credit score is 720, your home's gone up in value by about 12%, you've paid it down by about 3%. Ooh, maybe we're talking about a rate and term refi drop in MI, right? So work your past clients. As a loan originator, I failed for at least a decade, maybe a decade and a half, not working that past client, and that is just a gold mine. Okay, so to recap, Monday, we're calling realtors. And these are realtors that we already know and they already know us. We're going to call them to either ask for a referral, invite them to an event, or ask them to meet with us. Tuesdays, status updates. You're calling buyer or borrower, right? We're not realtors, so they're borrowers for us. You're calling the listing agent and you're calling the buyer's agent. You're never leaving a voicemail because it's a sales call. And you're giving them a proactive update for the sole purpose that they continue to talk about how great you are as a loan originator and refer you more business. Wednesday, work that past client database. And when do you do it? Do you do it at 4 p.m.? No. First thing, knock it out. Get it done before you check voicemails, before you check emails. That's why it behooves you to get in the office by 8:30. That way by 9:30 or 10 o'clock, when the rest of the mortgage industry is strolling into work, you've already banged out the most important part of your day. You've already made your money, right? Seal that envelope, checks good as gold, checks in the mail, right? All right, so then we have Thursday and Friday to figure out. And I've already said, if you can dominate, like I'm talking like you do this every week except for when you're on vacation. If you can dominate Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're already in the top 10%. You're already a top producer. You're probably going to Cabo or Costa Rica or wherever your company goes for President's Club, Vegas. John and I were just out in Vegas. Dude can roll some dice.
Oh, no. Don't get me started.
Yeah. Probably like 2 a.m. I'm up big because Coleman's over here at the craps table, and Aria just hitting points like it's his job. I loved it. But nonetheless, I digress. Down that rabbit hole, right back up. So Thursdays, what are we going to do on Thursdays? Do you have any idea?
Taco Thursday?
Taco Thursday. That's Taco Tuesday. Nope. But here's what I want you to do on Thursday. Work your whales. Work your whales. Right? So a whale is a realtor who does not already send you business, but it's a realtor that you have used whatever investigative skill set you have to figure out these people close a lot of buyers. Whether it's a team, whether it's an individual agent, they have enough buyer business that you could potentially close 10 plus transactions a year just with this one. Right? We all should have whales we're calling on. And if you don't have any whales, just pick random realtors that do decent business in your market. This is your day to tackle them, to attack them, to introduce yourself and get them to meet you. Because the people on Monday, they're going to pick up the phone. They know your number. You're programmed in. They already kind of like you. And if they don't kind of like you, they at least fake it, right? Thursday, they might not know you at all. This is the harder sell because it's a cold call, right? And we're going to have podcasts later on next month and the month after where we're going to talk about scripting, and we're going to talk about scripting for success. So I don't want to utilize today's time to dive too deep into that rabbit hole because that's a show in itself, right? But just know when you're jotting this down, Thursday is when you tackle your whales. And then Friday, what do we have to do on Friday?
Absolutely nothing. Kick your feet up and celebrate because you made it through the work week.
You'd wish. And look, and there's sometimes you have to do that, right? Sometimes you have to. It might be vodka Red Bull Friday in some offices, maybe at noon. We hit the happy hour early, right? But no. So if we go through everyone that we've tackled, there's something we haven't tackled, which that's the outlying everything else, right? The everything else, the HR managers, the divorce attorneys, right? Maybe it's someone that you met at a Chamber of Commerce event. Maybe it's someone from your B&I group, right? So it's people who don't fit the norm, right? They're not a realtor. They're not a past client. They're not a realtor you're trying to meet with, right? They're not current realtors you're working with. Because if you look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's been basically realtor, builder, past client. Okay, well, there's other avenues of getting business, right? There's working your circle of influence, right? If I'm going to a Chamber of Commerce meeting, I kind of feel like I'm getting ahead of myself because I think we're going to do a whole entire show on networking where we're going to get into Chamber of Commerce's and B&I and affinity relationships with major corporations and their HR departments. But Friday's the day that you reach out to those people, right? You want to remind that divorce attorney that, hey, I'm still here, right? That estate attorney, hey, I'm still here. Here's how I can help you and your clients. CPAs, financial advisors. I mentioned Chamber of Commerce. Let's say I met someone at the Chamber of Commerce. Well, it's a business owner. Well, what can I do for a business owner? Well, business owners have employees. Employees tend to buy homes. Business owners need to do client appreciation, or not client appreciation, not client appreciation events, but employee appreciation events. Okay, how hard is it to put together a 4 p.m. bowling event for an employer and his or her staff of 15? What's that going to cost you? Right? So when you're making these phone calls, like that's kind of where my mindset's going on that Friday theme day. You're calling the everybody else, right? You are calling, it's your circle and it's other business owners that you could build a relationship with that's based on them referring you potential home buyers who need financing for their home.
Guys, I'm Coleman here with the one, the only D.O. Dustin Owens. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode, and we'll be right back after with the... Damn it, I almost got it wrong.
Bro, did you just say Owens? Did you just say Dustin Owens?
I might have. I'll have to check the tape.
Listen, my birth certificate says Dustin Ryan Owen.
Okay.
There's no S.
Okay. Let's get that straight.
And nowhere does it say Dusty. No, it's Dustin Owen. You can call me Dustin. Throughout my life, I've been D. Owen. I've been Owen. I've been D.O., which I'd say most of my friends these days call me D.O. I've been the MF in D.O. And I got to thank a buddy of mine, Chris England, for that. So, D.O. D.O. Dustin Owen. Please don't put an S on my last name, and please don't call me Dusty. But that is me. That is the podcast for today. Remember, folks, this is everything you should have learned in high school, but you didn't because they wouldn't teach it to you. I'm Dio. He's Coleman. We're out.
Peace.
And is this a loan officer podcast?